My name is Wright, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Nino. Your friends call you a white boy? Okay, sure, why not? That's not racist at all or anything. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. So, we're going to be working on defending ourselves because we've been framed for murder by Wright, who actually did it. And now we have to turn the trial around on him and prove that he is indeed the guy who did it. So good luck to me. Wish me luck. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it in good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Hmm? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix. Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Yes, I am that skilled. Okay, let's do this. Time to prove that I indeed am not guilty. September 9th, 10 a.m., District Court Room number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the events are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Wright to the stand. Now to prove that he did indeed not do it. Now to prove he did do it, and I'm innocent. You wish to know the title of my personage? Oh, your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Wright, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Your friends call you a white boy? Okay, sure, why not? That's not racist at all or anything. I'm the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know that the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. Bullshit. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem, why tell you what you already know? It's because the court needs it for their records. Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Because it is the end of the world and you are the last man standing. Oh ho ho. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Witness testimony. Witness's account. Let's see. It was about 9 a.m., 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then that I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. Don't doubt that. I was quietly personifying that is reading to you some papers by the window. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Co. law offices? Correct! That is the only window, you see. And you were there reading papers? Correct! The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. Then I heard bedlam coming from outside. Would you have heard? Wait, would you have heard it? A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. Spiky-haired? Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on TV and was weeping openly. Did you know that she had been tapping the Fay office phone? Irrelevant. That had nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh ho, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail? Victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Presents. Didn't? Hold on. According to the court, she ran to the... Haha! Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Ha! Dumbass. Oh ho ho, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as she claimed she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Dumbass. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Then why did you say to the right? This guy's a... Yeah, this game is just Bad Witness Simulator. That's all it is. They lie to cover their ass, but they don't have their story straight, and then they wind up saying something that'll wind up biting them in the ass. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left? So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. Ha, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? Was he not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law office of Fanco, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Exactly, but I saw... Order! I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion? The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho, ho, ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this, I apologize. To Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. He's going to... She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her, and she delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Impossible. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? No? Couldn't be possible. That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Okay, cross-examination, she ran to the left, and then the right. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. First we should... I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright. There's no hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? What do you mean, next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. That is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. Presents. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we just want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this one now, White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. He's running out of... Well, see, I looked at the other window when I first heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia running to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Let's see. One way or another, this is... Well, see, I looked at the window when I heard the thing fall. Would you have been able to hear it from his room? Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. Would you have been able to hear it? Thwap? That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Ho, ho, ho. Yes, well, I am a man of peace, you see. Phoenix. He's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. What have you been able... You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying that you saw the glass light stand? Yes? Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to... Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. White's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. No, not me. The killer. I mean, he gave chase. Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh, right. Thank you, Miles. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. Miss Mia? Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No. Triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harassing the witness. You look a little flustered, Edgeworth. Objection. That's Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would have been able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say about that? Ridiculousity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fay Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Yeah. And he's upset. He's broken, Mr. White. He's broken. He's sad. He's very, very upset. Mr. White, you did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. Miss Mia. Huh, looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said, you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Oh, he's trying to get him away off of the murder charge. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices at Miss Fay. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Okay. Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fanco offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright had made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would have you believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is the fact that Mr. White has been in the office well before the murder took place. when he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Fink's Wright theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Okay then! Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Yeah, I don't blame you. This is bullshit. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. September. I already know where the weakness is. I had entered the Franco law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. But the murder was September 5th. There's no way. There's no way. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident? And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sounds? Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Gah, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Franco offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That was when I saw this glass light stand. Do you have a proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. Let's see. If I present this... Well, I have this. The week before. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Crap. Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Crap! Ugh. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay and Cola offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went into the Fay and Cola offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap me his phone? This is no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That's when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There's nothing for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. The week before the... What was it really there that when... I'm running out of ideas. This wiretap? Tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here. If I know that voice... Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby. The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. God! Not again! Hey, Phoenix! Zack, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know that the Fey women have strong psychic powers? Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That is why I came here to tell you. But, we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh, yeah. The one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix? White wrote that, not me. So... what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it was from a famous department store. $1 million. Wow. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th? That's right, Phoenix. I bought the stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, now you just have to prove it. Right! Receipt updated in the court record. Let's do this! September 9th, 1:16 p.m., District Court Courtroom number 1. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then, let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Alright, let's present our new evidence. Haha! Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Bahaha, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand, and the date is of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fancola offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. He's done. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible, achievable. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. but I think you'll agree that you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... Oh boy. Shut up! You have nothing! Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there's no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? Crap! The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up, something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. Gah. The witness will stay. But Mia. Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Memo received from Mia. Your Honor, if I may, you're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Let's see. The memo Mia has given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! But please, stop! Make him stop! How? How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else that list will be released to the press. His reaction is... I confess! I confess! I did it! I hit her! I hit Miss Mia with... the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well... This court finds the defense... rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I win! I did the thing! That is all. This court is adjourned. First court loss! Haha, I win! First court loss for Mr. Edgeworth. September 9th, 2:24 p.m., District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But, congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here's running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! Hehe, I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! We win. We did the thing. Being here, it's hard to think about that night. You came. Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Wahaha. You should see your face. Mia. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her! I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this! See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of? Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's why your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means. We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it weren't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Okay, wait up. Yay! That's the end of Chapter 2. Finally. Yay. We completed... That was a pain in the ass! Oh boy. But I did do it. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to leave it here. And, yeah, in the next episode, we'll be continuing on with Chapter 3. However long that's going to take, because this took 3 episodes in itself. So we'll see what happens. But, for right now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. And also, check out my Patreon in the description below as well. It's only a couple bucks a month, and it helps me out, so I would appreciate it if you did that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace! Okay, there's a... Doesn't seem like there's any more missions, but there are buildings that I